All right guys, so this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to install our new JL Trailbreaker sliders. So first step is going to be this template that comes with the skid or with the slider itself. You'll see it's etched here. See front up, and we'll use these two bolts that are right here and right there. Take those out and bolt this to the pinch weld because we need to do a little bit of trimming. All right, with the cut jig on the vehicle, you'll see little holes as they drill here, drill here, drill here. We'll mark these, or you can drill them right now. I like to mark them because I like to take them up to about a 1/2 inch hole. Once they're drilled, you're gonna cut the little piece of material out so that when the slider comes up, it'll go into that void and it'll sit nice and tight to the vehicle. So we're gonna mark all these, take it off, drill them, cut it, go into the next step. All right, so with your pinch weld all seamed out where you drilled your holes, spray a little paint on there so they don't rust. But then the first step is we're gonna take 4 of these nuts off. So these ones here, and then these ones here. We're gonna do the bolt-on version for the new sliders today. And as you can see, this Jeep is equipped with the rock crawler long arm, and you'll see how it fits with this long arm mount and others. All right, so once you get this fully bolted up, this slider is essentially on there. If you're gonna do the weld-on option, now's the time to mark where you need to clean the frame on all 4 legs and take them back off, clean the frame up so that you can weld them on. At this point, we're gonna do the bolt-ons. So what we're gonna do is all these holes in the feet need to be drilled to the size of the hole. So like this hole is larger because there's a nut stick that goes through here. So on these back 2, you will drill out these to about 1/2 inch, and then this has to be the size of the hole so we can clear some nut sticks. Same on that one. So we're gonna mark these, pull it back off. Luckily they come on and off pretty easy. You can see how they fit right around the body mount nicely, and we'll drill some holes. All right, so once your holes are drilled, like this, we're gonna go through here. So all the small holes in the bracketry need to be at least 3/8. Well, keep it to 3/8. 3/8, 3/8. And then the larger holes need to be 3/4, 3/4, 3/8, 3/8. That one exists already, so all you gotta do is do a 3/8 hole right there. But now we are ready to install said sliders.
All right, so starting up at the front leg here, we've already got the bottom bolt in. We're gonna take this nut stick, so we can see it's bent down and has the flange coming out. It's gonna go in this big hole inside the body mount right here. We're gonna put it in like this, and then it's gonna grab this hole and then the hole that's back up here. So we'll maneuver this guy into position for this hole right here, and then we'll start this bolt. Once you get this bolt started, it'll be a little easier because then you can just pivot it to line up this next one.
Bolt, bolt. Next.
So on the front hole of the second mount, we're going to use this curved nut stick. Again, we've got the flange coming out. It's going to go into this hole right here. If you have our skids, it might be easiest to loosen up the bolt here to loosen this nut stick, and then you can retighten it afterwards. But this is just going to go in right here. And line this guy up with the hole. And that's your front bolt. And so for the rear bolt on the second leg, we're going to be using this big hole for nut stick access, and then this bottom hole is going to be your bolt hole. So you have one of these really little 90-degree nut sticks. It's going to come in through here and come right down to this hole right here. Just like that. Okay, so for this third leg, we drilled the big hole in the middle here, and what we're going to use is 2 of these little 90-degree nut sticks. One's gonna come in and come to this side, one's gonna come in and go to that side. And then they'll get our normal bolts here. There's one, and I'd leave that one a little loose, that way we've got a little bit of wiggle room here to get the second one in. Okay, and then this back leg, we've got the big factory hole in the middle here. So again, we're just gonna use 2 of these little 90-degree nut sticks, one of them in here and one of them in there. There's one. And 2.
Okay, then we can tighten them all down.
Tighten them all down. So for UHMW installation, what we're going to want to do is bolt the aluminum to the UHMW first. So all the bolts that go from the UHMW to the aluminum only are going to be these shorter ones included in your hardware kit. On this faceplate, we're only going to install a couple of these. So the mounting brackets are always grabbing 4 holes at a time. So what you're gonna do is skip the outer 4, put 2, skip the next 4, have 2 sets, and so on. You can verify this by just holding it up to the slider and seeing which holes get populated in the slider, and you're gonna fill all the ones that don't get populated in the slider. All right, so for the boat side piece 775, it's gonna be much the same. There's gonna be some holes that we're gonna wanna skip because these are the holes that mount the aluminum to the slider. And again, we'll have a PDF for this, but you can also reference the slider itself to see what holes are used that we want to leave unpopulated.
And the other option for these, if you just do the aluminum plates with no UHMW, the bolts you will install will be countersunk in the aluminum. So that's all you're gonna do. There's gonna be extra holes, so you could possibly go to UHMW in the future, but just bolt the countersunk ones to that. All right, when your UHMW and aluminum is assembled like this, then we're gonna put it up. So the biggest thing we wanna do is put the faceplate bolted down completely on all sides. And then once that's done, we'll have to pull the UHMW up to the boat side. But we'll start on the top and then go to the bottom. All right, so with your top bolts all tightened down, this is where it's gonna be a little fun. On the ground, it'll be easy to use a jack or use your knee or something to get this bottom to go up. We actually bump form this UHMW because it has to go around the radius of that 2-inch DOM. So you will see a little bit of a gap, and I'll go underneath and show you. Okay, so you can see there's a little bit of a gap to get up to this. So what we're gonna do is just we're in the air, so we're gonna use one of these axle jacks and just help it bend up a little bit to finish that roll around this piece of DOM. So when you're doing that, there'll be longer 1/4-20 bolts like that. Get it racked up and then start the bottom with those, and then you can pull it up a little bit more and then put the rest of the 1-inch bolts in.
Okay, so now that we've got this kind of pressed up here with the jack, we're gonna use a long bolt to start in one of these guys. And so what we wanna do, once this guy is started, is, so once we've got that there, what we don't wanna do is just let off the jack and just suck the whole thing up with this one bolt. We wanna try to spread that load across at least 4 bolts. So we're gonna use all of our long bolts, and we'll try to get one long bolt in each mount. We can move the jack to do so as well. And then we'll kind of tighten them all sequentially, bring it up together, and then we can put the rest of our bolts in.
Yeah, you don't just want to put these in and hit it with an impact, because then it's gonna be a little wavy and you could possibly go through the UHMW, because it is just a plastic still, or polyethylene. So just do it in this order, you know, put a couple in and then work them all up, and it'll work out better. All right, so once you do that with all the bolts, you start with the long ones, get it pulled up just a little bit equally, and then you put all the rest of the little 1-inch ones in all the open holes, and you're left with a UHMW boat side, which looks awesome, and it goes right into the skids. All right, that's it for this. So just do the same exact thing on the other side, and you're good. So this is a good example of the bare bones option. It'll show up just like this, no aluminum or UHMW. So if you wanted this look or just this style, that's what it would be. The other two options for this are you can get the 70-75 plates by themselves for the top and the bottom for the boat side, or you can do the 70-75 and UHMW that ties into your skid plates down here.